We've had some instances of people picking up these snakes, and we are here to tell you, please don't call us. I will come pick them up.
Tell us some of the characteristics of these snakes and how we can identify them, what their behavior's like.
Thank goodness all of our snakes in the valley, if they are poisonous, they have rattles. Of course, if you find one that's under 4 inches long, it probably only has a little nub on it. But that little button on the end of it is a rattlesnake, and please don't touch it either. They have a diamond-shaped head, and these ones are very poisonous.
Desert View Hospital does a good job. They keep on hand at any given time about 8 vials of antivenom. Normal treatment for a snake bite, I've been told, is 6 to 8 vials. So they clearly have one complete duration dose for any kind of snake bite. Multiple victims, they could pretty easily handle 2. With about 4 units on board for 2 people, they could get them then to Las Vegas for the additional antivenom. I can't encourage people enough when you see a snake to make sure your children, your pets, your livestock are out of the general area. Unless you're some sort of snake expert, we can have a rough guess whether it's venomous or not, but the best decision is to assume they are all venomous. We've been having these lovely cool evenings. That's not very lovely for snakes. Them being cold-blooded, they have to keep their temperatures up to keep their metabolism going. So in the evenings, they're going to be coming out to the blacktop, and that's why we start seeing the interactions between the snakes and the humans.
Rattlesnake bites, we usually have at least 1 or 2 a year, and most recently we had one about 2 weeks ago up in the north end of town, and it was totally avoidable. And in fact, most all the snake bites that we have are avoidable. And in this particular case, we had a person who spotted a snake on the street and decided to check it out, and subsequently was struck. The key things for us to remember is when there is a snake bite, first of all, stay away from the snakes. Don't try and play with them. Don't try and see if they're alive or dead. Call animal control. Make sure everything's squared away. But if you do get struck, call 911 immediately. Time is tissue. And there's no way for us to know whether it was a hemotoxin or a neurotoxin, because it all depends on what type of snake it was. In some cases, they have both abilities.
What's a hemotoxin and a neurotoxin? What's the differences?
A hemotoxin is one that attacks the tissue, and it quickly attacks your blood system, your tissue, and your extremities, wherever it is. A neurotoxin attacks the nervous system of the body and can affect the heart and lungs, things along those lines.